and to calm down.
Okay, so what's the status of you and the Karmelo family?
Me and the status of the Karmelo family? Initially, I went with the Metcalf family. And I'm gonna tell white people, this not for y'all. I'm gonna get back to white people in a minute. This is for black people and niggas. When Karmelo and Austin Metcalf situation happened, black people ignored it because at first they thought it was black on black. So black people ignored it. They didn't have no say-so about it. You know how I know? Because I was online for at least 2 or 3 days, almost a week, arguing with black people because I said, fuck Lil Ronnie and the baby Chink, the rapper that had got killed with his baby. This happened around the same time. So when the mother put the GoFundMe on me for the rapper Lil Ronnie, I think the Metcalf family or Karmelo and them family had posted one. So I'm telling black people, y'all don't give a what I say about kids. Because if y'all really care about kids, y'all will be saying something about the kid that got killed out there at the track meet. Black people ignored that. When black people found out that it was a white kid, that a black kid gets a white kid, they immediately started giving to the GoFundMe. So at the time, I was doing a stream with Aiden Ross, and I was telling Aiden about it. And so Aiden donated $10,000 to the Metcalf family. And shout out to Aiden for doing that. I was under the impression at the time that Karmelo had brought a knife to school. So in my mind, if you bring a knife to school, and I don't give a damn if you're being bullied, I don't give a who you're afraid of at school, you need to tell somebody. I wouldn't give a fuck. You walk by too many adults throughout the day going to school, you should tell somebody. So in my mind, this is first degree premeditated murder by a kid on another kid. This kid should get the max. That's what my stance at first, right? Mm-hmm. And you're talking to a guy who was the CEO of one of the most highly recommended youth organization in the state of Texas, which is Hyped About Hype Youth Outreach, was highly recommended to all 254 counties throughout the state of Texas by the Texas Juvenile Justice Department. I founded and ran that organization. So I used to train all the state's juvenile correction officers. It's not a county probation department where I hadn't went and trained the youth development. So I create youth program for the state of Texas. So this is my specialty. Not only that, I partner with one of the most powerful and one of top 5 best murder death penalty attorneys in the nation, and that's a guy by the name of Mitch Nolte. I met Mitch Nolte through a lady who does criminal defense mitigation by the name of Shannon Ross. So along with myself, Miss Ross and Mitch, we've saved plenty of children who've had violent crimes out of Collin County. So this would have been our specialty. Mitch is from Collin County. Shannon knows the judges. I've actually worked in the Collin County courts with the juvenile judges. So I've been there saving kids. So this was my specialty. I believe it was first degree murder had he took a knife to school because he was bullied, right? Mm-hmm. So I say a few days later, maybe a week later, I get a call from a friend and says that the dad wants to book me. The dad wants to pay me $3,000. I think it was $3,000 or $4,000. The dad wants to pay me $3,000-$4,000 to meet with me.
Who dad?
Karmelo's dad.
Okay.
Well, I'm a businessman. He could be booking me for a killing. He could be booking me for a killing. Nigga, I meet up with him, get the money, and I keep the money. I listen to him, I look him in his eyes, and I listen to his story. His story made more sense. His story made more sense.
Oh, the son.
Yeah, it made more sense than what the media was projecting and propagating. You know what really made me not like the father in the beginning?
Why?
And what made me not like the family? He let his wife do all the talking at the press conference. Not only that, he showed up in front of the world when his son had killed the white kid in Collin County. He showed up in front of the world with Dominique Alexander and civil rights lawyers. They called me. Attorney Cole called me and said, hey, Charleston, can you help us promote the GoFundMe? Nope. I gave it to the white folk, the white family. That kid was wrong. I know once I see certain figures, once I know I see certain black figures and black faces, Lee Merritt, Benjamin Crump, Jasmine Crockett, Dominique Alexander, nigga, all these run together. Kim Cole, nigga, all these, Freddie Haynes, all these are the hooks and crooks to run together. Nigga, they playing for the money. Being Crump them, but you know who was the mastermind leader? The white boy Sean King. Sean King probably ran off with $1 billion from the Black Lives Matter donation and getting his cut. So once I saw Dominique, I said, man, they playing, homie. Nigga, so I had a disdain when I saw the family with these people. Nigga, man, come to find out they not from here. They don't know nobody from here. Family never been in trouble. This man and his wife never been in trouble. They've never had a son. So they don't know what to do. These ambulance chasers went out there and brought them to the lawyers like they always do during a police shooting. Why do you think during a police shooting, you always see Ben Crump or Lee Merritt? You don't see no other lawyers. No other lawyers. In the last 15 years, how much money can you think them niggas done gathered in pocket? You ain't seen no other lawyers. So what they do, they get a community activist, a leader like Dominique Alexander, reach out to the family, and that's how they get the lawyer connection, because it's unethical for the lawyer to pursue it. They got somebody on pull, hey man, go down there and get with that family. I used to stop them in Fort Worth. So they've always been my rivals. Because I wouldn't let them come. I used to expose them when they come to Fort Worth. Because one thing about people can always say about me, as long as I've been working and dealing with the people, I've never asked for $1. Not one time. I've never asked for $1, nigga. I've never posted my cash out. I've never created a GoFundMe. Why? The strongest man in the land is the man who wake up and ain't got to ask nobody for a thing. Not a job, sugar, a ride, nothing, a cigarette, nothing. Strongest man in the land. So what I learned to do is to say what I'm going to do. And because of my character and credibility, people give to what I say I won't give to. So, yeah, nigga, so the dad paid me I think it was $3,000 or $4,000. I think he paid me $3,000 or $4,000. Told me the story. I believed him. I still believe it. I went and met with the kid. From the time I met that kid have had my heart. This is not a violent kid. This is not homie, if I had to describe this kid in a cartoon, I would say this kid is, his fleece is white as snow. Man, just a pure good kid. Smart, intelligent, fragile, frail. Try to seem confident, but self-esteem issues. Dad worked a lot. Dad wasn't always home. Kid don't know how to throw a punch. Articulate, can communicate well, properly, has goals, has aspirations, and being a thug is not one of them. Looking like a thug is not one of them. Behaving like a thug is not one of them. This is one of all our kids. If you can close your eyes, if you have children, if you can close your eyes and think of the best kid around your children, that's this kid. So when I met him, I initially connected with him. And I knew he was going to have a hard time being on bond. So I started putting things in place for him. I had him an MMA coach, shout out to Trent, a boxing coach to go out there. I loaded him up with books. One of the first books I gave him and asked him to read is The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. That talks about the 1 in 3 school to prison pipeline. 1 in 3 school to prison pipeline. 1 in 3 school to prison pipeline. He went to prison from school. 1 in 3 school to prison pipeline. He went to prison from school. Over 50% of children in the state of Texas are not arrested on the streets. They're either referred or come through school. 1 in 3 will go school to prison pipeline. So let me finish. So the dad always seemed, I don't like victims. I don't like people. I talk to victims and talk to them to be victorious. I hate a black man that see himself as a victim. I hate a black man that poor me. I hate a docile, subservient, beta male black man. No matter how much respect and likeness I have for you, you can't be that kind of man with me. I hurt your feelings. So I never hurt his feelings, but I was rough with him. See, while everybody talking, there was a time when he needed all these black people with these opinions, all these black lawyers that he said is powerful now. Where was they at then, nigga? They saw you with the same lawyers that you got now. You reached after all these with nobody there, nigga. They gave you a GoFundMe when the black lawyers and the black people realized they couldn't get that $600,000. Wasn't nobody there, nigga. The white people went in, and because there was so much controversy and he had so many oppositions in the white Republican conservative world, they put a halt on that money. Only people could touch that money is the lawyers. He couldn't have no access to it. He couldn't. They would start going up to his job, acting like they wanted to buy a car. Get to the finance guy and say, hey, man, this son killed somebody. Y'all better get him out of here. The job didn't fire him, but just for the safety, and they had to let him go in the brand. They had to let him go. He called me crying, homie. I ain't no savior, and I don't give a damn about helping another grown man. But because of my heart for a son, I put him in the car with me. And I didn't have a position for him. I made him my road manager. I took over the car payments. When he told me, man, they looking for Karmelo truck. Karmelo had just had a Jeep, or just not, I guess had a red Jeep. He said, they done put a hit out on Karmelo Jeep. I can't hide it. I said, nigga, I'll take over the payments and I drive it around and let him look for me. I put the target on me, man. So he said they couldn't sleep home. They were moving so much. And because of my heart for my people and because of my heart for this family, they didn't deserve the backlash that they got from the white racist people, the threats, because their son made an impulsive decision. This was not a planned murder. This was not an intent to kill. This was not a well thought out, I want to hurt. This was not it. But white people treated it like it was. Not only did he have to move, the judge who lowered the bond, they haven't brought her up yet. She's in hiding. They started threatening the judge is in hiding, nigga. White folks, nigga, now the black judge who they voted in, she no longer is seen anymore. Her life became in danger. So here it is, this black family life is in danger, homie. Didn't you hear that man, didn't you hear Jeff Metcalf say, your mother live in Baton Rouge? We got, nigga, this is still America, nigga, the rural town, nigga. So, man, the called me with tears. Nobody was there because they couldn't get the money. I took care of them. Not that they owe me anything. I never asked for anything, but I put a target on me. So I started going online, fighting everything that was coming after them. Sarah Fields, Jim Lane, the white boy that just got arrested for say go shoot him in the head with the $1 million by now. I made them target me, homie. I started attacking them, saying, man, y'all come after me so this family can sleep and get some peace. I offered to let them stay in my house in Dallas. Man, your whole family can stay there. Won't nobody know where it's at. So these people was actively seeking and pursuing them. Real white people, nigga. This Texas. So I took this big right. You used to see me coming at Jeep. Mm-hmm. They were looking for his son's Jeep out there. Nigga, I let my son drive that motherfucker. And I knew I should have did it. I would pay him I give my son money, nigga. He Uber eating out in their old neighborhood. In the Jeep they looking for. A truck run my son off the road. I ain't said nothing. Cause I ain't want to scare my mama. It didn't dawn on me. Fuck, nigga. This shit serious. What happened to me, Hope? I was so mad. He think I'm mad at him. Man, daddy truck run me out. So nigga, I'm invested in this shit. This before now. Where was everybody at the end, nigga? Where was everybody at the end? I'm just paying him just to be paying him. I'm paying the car note, nigga. I don't need this motherfucker, nigga. I ain't need it. Just hipping him, nigga. So he telling me I'm at his beck and call all to the day, all up into the trial, even throughout the trial. I'm at his beck and call. Any hour of the day, I'm at his beck and call. Me and Karmelo texting back and forward. He one of the most positive kids. He's stronger than his daddy. He's stronger than his daddy. Every book I gave him to read, he read it. He's stronger than his daddy. His daddy whining, man, I'm at his beck and call like a real brother. I ain't never making him feel like I'm over him or nothing, man. I'm talking God talk, trying to give him faith I ain't got. Lying to his son, telling him God got it. It's gonna be all right. But I saw that white jewelry and I quivered, shivered. But I told him, nigga, it's gonna be all right. Then God gonna work through that white jewelry. I was lying. I didn't believe that. But I couldn't tell them I ain't have faith no more. I said, nigga, I lost faith, nigga, when I seen that. But I'm in his beck and call for a whole year. I had to tell him, nigga, I'm having fun for the whole, no, nigga. I gave him my heart, I gave him my time, I gave him my money, and I never spoke on it. For months, this man was saying, man, I feel like this lawyer gonna sell my baby up the road. He telling me this, man. He telling me this. Where you get the lawyer from? Dominique. It's Yellow Beezy lawyer. Nigga, that ain't no murder lawyer, man. That's a doughboy lawyer. Yellow Beezy gonna lose with him is what I told him. That is young, my man. This white boy they win in liberal courts. Dallas is a liberal town. You can't get no Dallas lawyer and think they finna be big shot shit in Collin County. I know the baddest lawyer in Collin County. Mitch Nolte is what I told him. At that time, it was $500,000-$600,000. I said, I know a criminal defense mitigation specialist named Shannon Ross, who I used to work with. Man, they need to be on this case, homie. Put him in touch with Shannon. Shannon said, we need mitigation. We need defense mitigation. We need that. We don't have to worry about the money. We can get the money later, is what Mitch them said. He still went with them, homie. Everybody was saying, no, he's not good over here. He even told me that his lawyer and the DA was once student and teacher. So the prosecutor was head over the DA. The DA never been able to beat him. He told me that. I said, you need to get rid of him. We met on several different occasions. Me, him, and Shannon talked on several different occasions. He stayed with them for whatever reason, homie. But the guy ain't stopped helping him. I was frustrated and mad about it, homie. But I ain't stopped. I'm taking his son's shoes. I'm taking him, just trying to keep his, because he's a good kid. Graduation gifts. But nigga, I ain't doing this looking for nothing in return. I really believe that's a good kid. Still to this day. He didn't intend to do that. It's a reason why they ain't released the whole video. It's a reason why America have not seen that video. It's a reason why. With criminal defense mitigation, Shannon would have had an opportunity by way of the courts and Karmelo's rights to interview every kid up under that tent. Why didn't no kids intervene? Why? there's a picture of they saying Karmelo didn't belong under that tent. Well, if he didn't belong under the tent, why was he up under the tent just the previous week prior with all the same students there? But you know who wasn't there last week? The two Metcalf twins. They were suspended. So they come back and then, this small frame kid was approached by 4 football players, not one white kid. And he never stood up. He remained docile until they started putting hands on him. New kid, new to the area, not a lot of friends, don't know how to fight, no violence in his history, never referral to the principal's office. No one can ever get on the stand and say this kid said anything threatening or anything in his past to now. Just all of a sudden, this one day, this kid is violent and threatening. No. I learned from going to school for psychology and dealing with criminal justice that even when you get in court, they look at what you've done before and add up what you today. Past behaviors have always dictate future action. This kid has no past behaviors of this. If nothing else, negligence, homicide. If nothing else, involuntary manslaughter, but not first-degree murder. Because that's intent. He didn't have any intent. One stab. With what? It wasn't a knife. So the wordplay was very tricky here. When they say a shove, it wasn't a shove. It was a slam on the ground. The mitigating factors is this kid have epilepsy. Any punch to the head, seizure. Too much stress, overwhelming, seizures. So those are the factors. Ineffective counsel, never objected to anything. Should have been a change of venue. Shouldn't have stayed in that county. I told that nigga, man, tell him move it. He said, man, they say we might get a worse jewelry. You ain't gonna get a better one there, nigga. That town, Collin County, is like this new town that's being built that we hear about online. They're just an all-white town and don't nobody live there but white people. That's what Collin County. That was one of the first towns to do that. Yeah, that was one of the first towns to do that. Just 10 years ago, nigga, if you go through Collin County today with a quarter pound of weed, you might still get 10 years in prison. When in most states it's legal. A quart, 4 ounces, 5 ounces, you might still get 10 years. If you listen to the closing arguments of the DA, he wasn't just talking to that little black kid. You know why I'm so angry with that nigga daddy?
That's what I want to get to. Why?
Man, just let me vent, nigga.
Well, do your thing.
Just let me vent, nigga. The prosecutor, when he was getting ready to close out, he told Karmelo, look at me. You look up at me when I'm talking to you. This is our town. And nobody's gonna come in. This is a lynching talking. And I ain't making this about race, nigga. But we all know from this around this part, we know what that mean out there, nigga. We know to tap your brakes, cruise control. It's some towns you know, that's a sundown town. If people don't know, if people just really want to know, that's a sundown town. Collin County is a sundown town. So the way he talked to that boy, and me not knowing the daddy left him there alone to take the sentencing, there's no way I can stand with that man. There's no way I can stand next to that man. He left his boy to hang, nigga, by himself. Standing, my boy, when he looked back over his shoulder, daddy, that with you, nigga, with them tears in his eyes, said, you get ready. I won't be, when they hanging the boy. Nigga, can you imagine 17 years old, you don't know nothing about no trouble? You don't know nothing about no trouble? One day you at home with your mama, your daddy, your little sister, nigga. And this kid is innocent, nigga. He don't know about dope, from smoking weed, none of that. One day, you wake up the next day, you in TDC prison. You done skip the process of the county jail of waiting to have to psychologically prepare. You done skip the process of having to detach from what's around this way, nigga. Can you imagine what that little boy feel like, nigga? I cried for him, my nigga. Man, I cried for him, nigga. But nigga, I didn't know his daddy wasn't there. Jeff Metcalf said he was a coward because he wasn't there. Ain't nowhere in the world I can be seen with that man again standing, fighting for his boy. And he just abandoned that kid, man. I can understand his mama not being there to see it, but not him. I cried for 2 days, nigga, 2 days. I cried like a boy. I had time to practice my walk. I had time to shadow box before they sent me down. I didn't have time for nothing. His mind can't even prepare for this. Imagine your baby just graduated high school one day and the next day he in hell. If he got to wait 2 to 3 years on appeal, he ain't gonna be the same kid. He gonna be a monster. If he got to wait 2 to 3 years, homie, if they can't go get him, hurry up and get him out, get him a appeal bond, he ain't gonna be the same kid when he come back. No kid should be there. Now I heard people say, man, he's 19, man, that boy ain't like, man, that don't mean he's grown. So I raised $1 million. They want $150,000 off top to retain an appeal lawyer. I put up 75 off the most of my total. The first thing the dad said was, we need to start a GoFundMe, man. They shut the GoFundMe down. When he tried to get the GoFundMe, he called me. They shut the GoFundMe down. I said, shit, nigga, that's good. Yeah, nigga, all that big. Now we can show the world for us, by us, with us, of us, or against us. Now we can show the world we can take her on like they do theirs. Chud got $1 million. Derek Chauvin got everybody done something to it. They raised $1 million for him. Let me see if I can do it for you. What I told him. I think I can do it. I got you, nigga. Tell him I got it. Tell him I got him. When you talk to him, tell him I got it. You send him some books to read to keep his mind straight. He called me back and said, man, we didn't even have the medicine. I said, I got the $1 million. I got called from, man, some big name people. And I told them we're not doing no GoFundMe. We're not doing nothing publicly where we got to go. I think I don't beg nobody asking for nothing. The strongest man in the land. So nigga, I'm a strong. So I can't. So a lot of people don't want to do it publicly because they don't want to be it's too political. It's race, yeah. So they'll love to give in the dark. So I never came and said anything publicly. In less than 24 hours, I was calling him, saying, hey, we're gonna meet here to get the lawyers the money. We're gonna meet here to get the lawyers the money. So I reached out to a pastor who's not a political pastor, but he has a non-denominational church. He has conservative friends. He has, he's connected and respected. So I said, Pastor, can we meet here? Do an interview with Say Cheese TV. The Say Cheese TV interview, I'm gonna put that $10,000 in his pocket. I'm putting that $10,000 in his pocket. I hit Vlad up. I hit some more people up, Sean Mike Kelly, to get them some interviews. So I hit him Antoine Daniels. So I'm finna put them some initial cash in their pocket, at least 10 to 15, 20. right now. This lawyer money going directly to the lawyers. We're setting this up for Friday. I had a show in Cleveland, so I'm gonna leave Cleveland, come here, meet with them, and get everything set up. Somebody called and wanted to donate an additional $250,000 to $500,000. They called my agency, but they brought up being Crump. I don't want to do nothing with them, is what I said. So I named some names I didn't want to have nothing to do with. I don't want to have nothing to do with the NAACP. I don't have nothing to do with none of these crooks and hooks. Because where was they last year? They saw this, nigga. They ignored it. I've been screaming this for a year. Now all of a sudden, it's some new money involved. It's a new light involved. It's some new fame. I said, no, we can handle this in-house. And we all from Texas right here. We all know one another. We all work with children in this system here. He's new here. We can really help this guy. We can really help this guy. But if you guys come in with this race shit, man, y'all got Texas up. Y'all got Texas up. And when y'all file that first motion for a new trial, they're gonna deny it, and that kid's gonna do about 18 on that 35 now. My game was to change the narrative. I told her daddy, we not finna make it about race. The issue is about the prefrontal cortex, the lack of brain development at his age. The Supreme Court said those are factors to factor in. We worked on a Miller Graham rule. So we got George Token him out, Eric Brown. So man, the kids who had life without parole throughout the country, this has been the deciding factor of getting them home. Brain development, being impulsive. This was not intent. So I told her dad that was angle. Behind my back, before the meeting, he met with Pastor and asked Pastor, after we pay the lawyer, where's the rest of the money go? Who go handle the rest of the money? Me, nigga. They giving it to me because they trust me. Why would I give my credibility to you? And they already suspect you've been doing it. He wanted to get the money and then separate from me. He said, Unc, I need to move. We'll help you move. We'll help you move. We'll help you move, but nigga, we ain't giving you the money to do it. We're not giving you the money to do it. He asked for help during the trial. I'm the one sent Dr. Candace up there. I'm the one that had Dr. Candace, can you go up to a man, his family needs you. No protection. It's a white man out there threatening to kill the man, kill the boy. She said, I'm gonna be up there next Thursday. I said, the trial will be over by then, I think, Doc. They rushing this pretty fast. She couldn't believe it. I'll still be going, so now they rushing it pretty fast. He asked for this help, homie. Only to leave all of us hanging. As if we invaded. No, he asked for this. We felt like he was worthy of it because of the kid. Not that the kid need to be let go free. But when you look at when you look at all the facts, not the omitted facts, when you look at all the facts, then sit the facts to the side because the facts ain't the truth. That's why the prosecutor got facts, the defense attorney got facts, and each is presenting different facts as their truth. So let's look at all the facts. We'll analyze the facts and we realize that facts are not the truth. Why? What's the truth? Karmelo never got up there. Hunter never got up there. And every kid that was up there never got up there to be cross-examined from their original statements to the police. Not what they're saying today, but the original statements. And when you look at the original statements, you will see everybody up there, including the coaches, in law enforcement change their statements. Perjury. I studied law. I went to Texas Western University. Man, I could be one of the best lawyers after the time. I was gonna be a bad motherfucker. But I became a youth advocate.
Attorney White.
Well, I wanted to be a youth advocate. I wanted to be Mr. White to the children. And now I'm Unc. I realized that attorneys really can't help. They can only maybe save the situation. I really wanted to be able to help youth. And how do you help youth? You got crime intervention, and then you got crime prevention. Lawyers are crime intervention. I want to be crime prevention, where I prevent our kids from going and needing lawyers, meaning they never get in trouble. So I started focusing on preventative measures, getting out of the juveniles, getting out of school, and then catching them at the house, and then catching them at schools. Why? Because they're going from school to prison now.
Let me ask you something. I saw how you paint this picture for Karmelo Anthony. Now, we're not talking about his father, but we want to stick straight with the child. Where are you at today with your feelings and supporting him?
So I got friends, I got childhood friends, and I got relatives that's very influential in the prison system. It's not a prison you can't go to, and nigga, somebody I know ain't a big dog on their yard. I'm guaranteed his protection in prison. I'm saying that before the camera. Yeah, nigga, ain't nothing gonna happen. Not in Texas. If anybody touch him that's not black, it'll be a war. It'll be a war. You gotta think, nigga, I grew up in a boys' home. And then I spent 12 years, nigga, in and out of every state juvenile facility in the country, nigga. If not, especially in Texas. All the young and the killers, I met them when they was in elementary, when they was in middle school. I met them at the after-school program, juvenile detention center, the donut dads giveaway. I've been indoctrinating the kids with Mr. Charleston, nigga, since 2012. Them my babies down there that know me, nigga, coming in with them anti-gang cognitive intervention program. All them YN love me. They watch my video. They call me from the, yeah, nigga, all the young niggas call me from down there. I done already sent word, say he coming, y'all. Y'all make sure my baby all right. That's baby, is what I said, man, that's my heart. That little nigga go be out Johnny Cochran. I told him, y'all make sure he get in the law library. The little nigga been studying law like Unc failed to do. When he graduated from high school out there on this murder bond, he went to college to study law to pick up what Unc couldn't finish. I told him he gonna be our lawyer for the nation, nigga. So all them young be calling me from watching them videos, from the feds to the states, nigga. It ain't a yard you can't go on, nigga. They love me. So say, man, y'all make sure I am. And y'all make sure, now. When y'all come home, I'm gonna make sure y'all like, I can get it to y'all, nigga. But I promise you, this the one, nah. If something happened to him, it's gonna have to be a guard to do it. It won't be a black person. Guaranteed. So yeah, no. See, people think I just be talking on the internet. I started in a boys' home.
All my niggas know all my niggas shooters. All my